has fitness. So I thought I'd do a nice yoga flow. Anybody that thinks they'd like to try yoga but thinks they will struggle, this is a modified yoga with just some nice stretches that hopefully anybody can do. So find a comfortable position on the floor, on your mat, either sitting or lying. Allow your bottom to sink into the mat so the seat bones are grounded. Let your hands relax to your sides or your knees, palms facing the ceiling. Let the shoulders relax back and down and lengthen to the top of the head. Close your eyes and start to take some even, calm breaths in and out through the nose. As you breathe, the tummy gently rises and falls through each breath that you take. The mind starts to become clear and quiet as a calmness begins to flow over the entire body. Begin to feel yourself grounding and connecting with your mat. Bringing yourself to the present moment. If your mind starts to wander, bring it back to each breath. So turning your attention to each breath. Breathing in for a count of 4. And out for a count of 4. Feeling totally connected, grounded to your mat, calm through the body, quiet and still through the mind. So slowly just turn your head to one side and back to centre and to the other side and back to centre. So just let your fingers and your toes wiggle or your wrists and your ankles rotate. And the other way. So opening your eyes. And if you're led, you can stay led. If you're sat, stay sat. Bring the soles of your feet together. And just let your knees flutter up and down. So just gently opening out through the hips, through the pelvis, through the inner thighs. Staying long through the back. The shoulders are relaxed back and down. Breathing in and out through the nose. Staying calm through the mind. This is your time. Just keep yourself in the present moment. Nice. So relax through the legs. Sit how you feel most comfortable. And let's just rotate through the shoulders. So release any tension through the shoulders, through the neck, through the back. And rotate the other way. Good. Add some elbows. So lift the elbows. You can do one at a time. You could do both and the other way. Really loosen off. Nice, good. And relax down. So lengthen through the rib cage. Open the rib cage out. Lift it away from the hip. Look up to the sky. Open out for the heart space. Feel that nice release through the side. And then reach forwards and round. So again, open out for the rib cage. And reach forwards and round. So one more. Open out for that rib cage. And reach forwards. Good. Let's go to the other side. So open out for the rib cage. Lift that hip away. Or ribs away from the hip. And then reach forwards and back. So opening out. And reach forwards and round. One more. Lovely. Come back to centre. So take hold of one leg however you feel most comfortable and just let your hip rock out and in. So again, hip opening, releasing any tension through the pelvis, through the hip, through the back. Breathing in and out through the nose. Staying calm, there's no rush, there's no race to do anything. This is your time. Enjoy it. And the other side. So lift and rock that hip out and in. So if any of these moves feel good for you, you could always do them at any point throughout your day. Good, and release down. So sit again how you feel most comfortable and let's rotate through the spine. So stay long, let the shoulders relax. If you need to, keep the hands here and rotate. Or if you want to, you can lift, you can inhale, you can rotate here and look over the shoulder. So stick to whichever version is best for you and your back. But whichever version you're doing, think about really opening out through the vertebrae, lengthening through to the top of the head each time that you twist. And let's do one more to each side. Good, come back to centre. So let's just work through the shoulders and the chest. So give yourself a hug and open out through the chest. Give yourself a hug. Open out through the chest. So just let those shoulder blades come apart. Release any tension and through the chest. And one more. Hug. And open out. Take the hands down. Take the legs out. Now if you struggle to take the legs out, soften through the knees or sit on a block or a cushion. Try to stay nice and long and just hinge from the hips. Reach forwards down to the toes and just let those legs release off. Let the back release off. Opening out through the chest. Breathe in over time. Good, a couple more breaths. And release. Bring yourself to hands and knees. So you're on hands and knees. Hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your knees are under your hips. Let's go to cat to cow. So again, tuck the chin, pull the tummy in to open out through the chest. The shoulder blades, the vertebrae. As you sink, let that tummy sink, look forwards. Release through the pelvis and the lower back. So just coming up to cat to cow stretch in your own time. Breathe in. Good. If you want to wag the tail, take the hips to one side, look over the shoulder, and then back to centre. Take the hips to one side, look over the shoulder, back to centre. So you can release through the back, through the pelvis, through the hips, however you want to. But just take this time and enjoy the stretch. Think about where you have any tension through the back. Breathe into that area and just let it loosen off. One more. So come back to your neutral position. So opposite arm and leg if you can. If you cannot do opposite arm and leg, keep one arm on the floor. So bring your knee to your elbow and lengthen. Knee to elbow and lengthen. If you've got the hand on the floor, just bring the knee in and lengthen. Knee in and lengthen. Now your hips are staying level. The shoulders are staying level. Drawing in through the tummy. And one more. So let's see if we can reach back and hold our foot. If you can't, don't worry. You could just hold the foot there. Keep the hand on the floor. Bring that leg down. Let's go to the other side. So either opposite arm and leg or just the leg. In and out. Hips nice and level. Tummy in. Tuck the chin slightly so you're looking down and slightly forward. Remember that neck extension being part of the back. Breathe in and out through the nose. And if you can, reach back for the foot. If you can't, just bend that foot here. Nice work. Good. So bring it down. Let's open out through the chest. So both knees on the floor. Take the hand to the ceiling. Take your shoulder down to the floor. Open out, hand to the ceiling. Take your shoulder to the floor. Open out, arm. And down, shoulder. Come back to centre. Let's go to the other side. So open and through. So really try and get the shoulder down. So stretching through the upper back, stretching through the shoulder, stretching through the chest. One more. And come back. Let your bottom sink onto your heels. Now if you struggle again, you could put a block or a cushion under your bottom on top of your heels. You can keep the knees together. If you want a bit extra stretch, you open out through the knees. Bring that chest down, bring the head down, lengthen through to the fingers. And just let it all ease, let it all go. Take the arms round to one side to open out through that side, through the shoulder, through the rib cage. And back to centre. Round to the other side. And back to centre. Good. So modified coming up. So work at your own level. Just bring yourself onto your toes. Keep your knees bent in a modified down dog. And then just walk yourself. So feet are together, hands are down, bend the knees, crown of the head down in a nice forward fold. So again, take your time here. Just let the knees bend, bring the chest down, let any tension through the lower back float away. And then lengthen through the legs. If you can, keep the hands to the floor. If you can't, bring them to your shin. Push the bottom back, tuck your chin, lengthen to the top of the head. Breathe. Soften the knees if you need to. And then forward fold, bend down. Let's open out through one arm, open out through the chest. And back down. Other side, open out through the arm, open out through the chest. Nice breathing in and out through the nose. Back down. Slowly uncurl. Bring yourself all the way up to an extended mountain. Looking up to the sky, bringing the hands together. Bring your hands down to your heart centre. So relax the hands to your sides. So feet either together or slightly apart. Lengthen through the legs. Lengthen to the top of the head. Shoulders relaxed. Drishti looking forwards. Tuck your tailbone. Let your heels sink. Lift your toes slightly off the floor. Drishti looking forwards. Take some even breaths in and out. In. So nice and grounded to the ground or to your mat. Totally focused on each breath. Staying calm through the body. So inhale up. Exhale to baby back bend. Open out, let the chest lift. Inhale. Exhale, take your fingers to one side. Take the hips to the other to open out for the rib cage. If it's too much with both hands up, you could always bring the one hand down. Good. Back to extended mountain. Back to your back bend. Lift, open out for the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, half crescent to the other side. So again, if it's too much, drop that hand to the side. Do what feels good for you. Inhale up. Now exhale to your forward fold. Bend your knees. Bring the hands down. Let the chest come down. Let the crown of the head come down. Lengthen through the legs again. Hands either on the floor or on your shins. To forward fold. Now walk back to your down dog, keeping those knees bent. Nice. Now come to hands and knees. So remember, we're modifying hands and knees. Cat stretch. Cat stretch. Nice. Hands and knees up to your down dog. To forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Open out to your back bend to get a back extension and start to work through the back and open out through the chest. Inhale, exhale to forward fold. Now walk back to your down dog again, keeping the knees bent. If you want to, you can lengthen the legs, you don't have to. Now come to your hands and knees. Now this time, see if you can bring your chest down to the floor, so your leg flat. Push your hips into the mat and open out into a cobra. Now only come up as far as you can. If you can only come up to here, that's fine. Back to your hands and knees. Back to your cat stretch. And then back to that down dog, either bend through the knees or lengthen in. We're taking our time, we're just breathing through the moves into your forward fold. And then slowly come up. Inhale. We're just going to do that once more. So come into your baby back bend. Inhale. Exhale to your forward fold. So if you don't want to do another round, you could stay in your mountain. You could just go into different poses. Back to your down dog. Either bent knees or lengthened. Come to hands and knees. So if you don't want to come to the floor, stay in cat-cow, otherwise come to the floor. Push your hips into the mat. Open out to your cobra. Back to hands and knees. Nice. Back to your down dog. To forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Into your baby back bend. Nice. Relax the hands down to your sides. So we're going to try and do a balance. So if you need a chair or a wall or something to hold on to, a sofa, feel free. We're going to do tree pose. So easy option, keep your foot on the floor, just turn your knee and your hip out, but keep those hips facing forwards. Slightly harder, lift the leg slightly off the floor, or you can bring that leg up to your thigh. So choose your position, any are fine. Now try to keep that tailbone tucked. Try to lengthen through the back. And if you're not holding the wall with one hand, bring your hands to heart center. Good, hold and breathe. If you want to work a little bit harder, you could lengthen the arms up above the head. Or you could open out your beautiful spring branches. Hold here and breathe for 4. Nice, relax back down. Just walk through the feet, relax through the shoulders. Let's try the other side. So either tap that toe, turn the knee out, hips nice and square, or lift to the thigh. Try not to put any pressure on your knee if you're lifting up. Bring that foot above the knee if you can. So if you're holding on, that's absolutely fine. Or you can bring the hands to heart center. You could lift the arms up. You can open out through your branches. You don't have to. Remember, you could be here. You could be here. You could be here or here. So 2 more breaths. Beautiful work. Inhale to your mountain. Exhale to forward fold or ragdoll with the hands just crossed, and just let everything sink. Let everything relax. So inhale up. Exhale, take your right leg back into a warrior 1. So your back foot is turned out slightly. Front foot is facing forwards. Your knee is over your foot. Tuck the tailbone, lengthen through the back. Let that back heel really sink down. And again, your choice. If you want to, hands could just stay here. Otherwise, hands could be at heart center. Or lift the arms. Release the shoulders back and down. Drishti looking forwards or forwards and up. Hold that nice warrior 1 pose. Feel the stretch down the back leg. Feel the front leg, the quad, this front leg working. You're opening out through the chest, releasing the shoulders, working through the back. Take your right arm back, reverse your warrior and lift the heart space to the sky. Way up and don't wobble like me. Good, come back to your warrior. Come back to your mountain. Exhale to forward fold or ragdoll. Just let it all go. Release. Relax. Beautiful work. Inhale, back to your mountain. Now exhale, take the left leg back. So find your position. You do not have to keep the hands here. Remember, they could be down or they could come down while you find your position. Back foot turned out slightly. Knee in line with the toe. Heels in a line. Hips level. Lengthen through the back. Arm position wherever you feel most comfortable. Drishti looking forwards. Breathe, sink into that warrior 1. And reverse, lift the heart space to the sky. Amazing work, guys. Come back to your warrior 1. Inhale to your mountain. Exhale to forward fold. Now hold your forward fold. Come back to your down dog. So your down dog could just be tiny with the knees bent. You could be pushing through the legs, opening out through the chest. Remember, all modified moves in this yoga, but you can work as hard as you want to. So come to hands and knees. Come into your cat to cow stretch to again release any tension through the back. And then when you are ready, relax back to your child pose stretch. So just let everything relax, everything release. Knees together or knees apart. Just take some nice breaths here. Good. So just bring yourself slowly round to sitting and take both feet together into a bound angle pose. Now if you want to sit on a cushion or a block, you can. Lengthen through to the top of the head. Let the shoulders relax back and down. If you want to, you could let the knees flutter, you can just hold, you could hinge from the hips and lean slightly further forwards if you want to increase that inner thigh stretch, but don't overstretch through the inner thighs. Just let the knees gently relax down. Good. So let your right leg come out. Let your left little cricky cracky left leg stay in. Reach down towards the toe. Keeping the chest open. So either one or both hands. It is entirely up to you. Just to lengthen out. If you need to, keep that knee slightly soft. Breathe. Enjoy the stretches. And release again. Bring those feet back together to your bound angle. Hold or flutter. And take your left leg out. Let the right knee sink down. And again, hinge from the hips. Reach either one or both hands forwards to lengthen through that leg. Allow it to ease as you breathe. Release. Take both legs out. So if you can, reach down towards the toes, keeping the chest open, the shoulders back and relaxed. Breathe in and out. Release any tension. And release. So leave your right leg out, bring your left leg over the top. Now if you struggle to do this, just bring your left foot back. You do not have to tap it over. And just turn and twist as much as you can to open out through this outer thigh and to open out through the chest. But mind if you struggle with twisting, just hug this knee into the chest and just let the head go over the shoulder. So again, come into your own level for a modified half Lord of the Fishes pose. Keeping the bottom grounded and down. And release. Take the left leg out. Bring the right leg either up or over and hug that knee in. And if you want to, twist. You don't have to. Feel a stretch through that outer thigh. Lengthen to the top of the head wherever you are. Keep the bottom down. And slowly release. So sit however you feel most comfortable. And let's just open out for that rib cage. So go side to side. Just releasing, relaxing. Breathing all the way down. One more to each side. Come back to center. Give yourself that wonderful hug. Open out. Give yourself a wonderful hug. Open out. And one more. Give yourself a hug. Open out. Let the hands relax to the top of the knees, palms facing the ceiling. You could bring a thumb and the finger together if you want to. Let the shoulders just release off. Let the ear come to the shoulder. and the ear comes to the shoulder, and the chin comes to the chest. Gently looking up, back to centre. Look over the shoulder and back. Look over the shoulder and back. Close your eyes. Let your bottom sink into the mat. If you'd rather lie, you can lie. Make sure you're comfortable. Let the bottom sink into the mat. The shoulders relax back and down as you lengthen to the top of the head. Start to focus on each breath, breathing in and out through the nose as the tummy gently rises and falls. Allow yourself to sink into the mat. The mind becomes still and clear. Allow the fingers and the toes to relax. The eyelids soften and the tongue relaxes to the roof of the mouth. Remain in the present moment, giving yourself this time out of your day. Allow yourself this relaxation. Slowing down the breathing. Sinking deeper into the mat. If your mind starts to wander, bring it back to each breath. Totally focused on the breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Now imagine a coloured light surrounding you. With each breath that you take, you're going to draw in a fresh, new, positive energy. Allow that energy to travel through the entire body, to the fingers, to the toes. As it enters through into the mind, it becomes a happy energy. So the whole body is filling with a happy positivity. If you would like to, you can roll to your right hand side if you're led. If you're sat, just stay sat, focused on each breath. Allow that happy positivity to flow throughout the body. Stay calm and quiet. Slowly let the fingers and toes wiggle. You could let the wrists and the ankles rotate. Opening your eyes. Take a couple of even breaths in and out. If you're led, slowly bring yourselves up to sit in. So So make sure your seat bones are even. You're lengthened through to the top of the head. The shoulders are relaxed and you bring your hands to your heart center. Breathing in and out through the nose. Stay calm, grounded to your mat. Bring the fingers to the third eye, to the forehead. Back to heart center. Namaste. Well done everybody, you worked hard as usual. I hope that modified yoga helped some of you that really would like to do yoga but feel that you can't. If you liked my video, please like it, please subscribe to my channel. And Sarah, this video was for you. Love you lots, bye!